Hey everybody, it is Chillmonger. Did you hear the news? Marvel Comics has 8 new tentpole titles. They're claiming that they will shape the future of the Marvel Universe in the months to come. I'll be the judge of that. But here they are. We'll go by them book by book, and I'll tell you my interest level for each. Firstly, all hell breaks loose in the Marvel Universe as the Kingpin finally declares an all out war in the heroes in Devil's Reign. This is Chip Zdarsky and Marco Ciccetta. They're ending their Daredevil run at 36, and I thought that was it. I thought he was going off to Substack. I was incorrect in thinking this. Instead, they will finish off with a bang, with an event. We've seen Donny Cates do this when they took pages of his Venom run and made events out of them. Absolute Carnage. Made an event out of King in Black. The Marauders have done this also when Hellfire Gala was, magnified. So we've seen incidences where this has failed and incidences where it has succeeded. And this is one of those that will succeed, in my opinion. It's going to shake everything up. Daredevil and Elektra, who we know are going to be part of it. So will Cap, Iron Man, Spider Man, the FF, some New York heroes, basically. What about Moon Girl? Moon Girl from New York City. She should be in this, shouldn't she? Hopefully, because they're going to pretend like she's really significant in a few pages here. Now, the next comic book is Avengers Forever. I'll tell you exactly when I lose interest. They pulled together the archaeologist Tony Stark, aka the Invincible Ant-Man. What? He's the Invincible Ant-Man. He's an archaeologist. What? From across the multiverse to bring order to the timelines. Okay, there we go. That's when I lose interest. Jason Aaron's doing it, Aaron Cooter, so they got some top-notch creators. However, multiverse story. Chillmonger doesn't read those. They have no effect on the Marvel universe. Marvel multiverse, sure, not the universe. And that's where I lose my interest there. This one's called Timeless. Uh-oh. I'm already ready to skip and read the next one. The future of the Marvel universe is here, and Timeless is where it all begins. When a threatening new timeline emerges, all right, I'm pretty not interested. Kang the Conqueror, I'm very not interested. So I can already scrap this, but I'll finish reading it. He must fight his way through the coming year to protect the main 616 timeline. I'm sure this will have no effect on everyone in the 616 timeline, from Kamala Khan to Thor. Um, I care not. Next one. Okay. The House of X and the Powers of 10 ushered in the first Krakoan age of the X-Men. Do you know how significant this is? You were acknowledging that was the first Krakoan age. This is something that Jonathan Hickman finally said. You, Jordan D. White, were pretending we were in the reign of X. You said Dawn of X came first, then came the reign of X, as if there was a second sort of phase. Now, you're not calling it a phase, you're calling it an age. Same difference. Jonathan Hickman had a 3-act plan. We can use the word act, phase, age, saga, era. It don't matter to me. There was stages to this and levels to the progression of a full 3-year story, which we ignored here and sacrificed Jonathan Hickman because of it. Hickman no longer works there in the X office because you guys are stuck in phase 1, age 1, stage 1, era 1. Now, Marvel Comics 10 Lives of Wolverine and 10 Deaths of Wolverine will test the best there is at what he does before any mutants can survive into the second Krakoan age. You numpty, Jordan D. White. So we got Ben Percy, who's qualified creator, Quasara, Federico Vincentini. I like these names. Books with these guys on them usually is good, more than decent, good. The thing is, you're trying to be Jonathan Hickman. You had Jonathan Hickman to do a Jonathan Hickman story, and you opted out. He opted out. He didn't do that. Voted, and I guess the ramifications of that vote is Jonathan Hickman no longer is doing Phase 2, Age 2, Stage 2 on the slate. Stop trying to make Hickman happen. You're never gonna make Hickman happen. You had Hickman 2 happen, and then you go, you know what was successful about Hawkspox? We're gonna do it again. It'll be called Walks Ox, like with Wolverine. Yeah, this is it. The death of Wolverine. It's a no from me. Now, Marvel Comics She-Hulk from Rainbow Rowell and Roger Antonio. Nothing against these two, but I'm unfamiliar with their work. You can see the drop in celebrity star power writing and artwork. Throws the book at Jennifer Walters as she tries to put her rage-filled days behind her. To everyone who is really in their panties about She-Hulk looks like the Hulk now. She's got muscles. This hurts. All of you complainers and whiners. Look, She put her rage filled days behind her and is returning to practicing law. Support this. Give them your money to let them know this is what you do want, and it results in an increase in sales. Let them know, or forever be quiet. But when a friend from her past comes knocking with the mystery, she just can't resist, and the She Hulk gets back to bashing. Let's check out that series if we're interested. Personally, she's the She-Hulk. I know her role in Marvel. She's not someone I want to get behind. I really, really like getting behind the characters who are not white because there's an overabundance of white representation in Marvel comics. So if I'm gonna buy a new comic, it's gonna be for diversity purposes. And this, she's green also, but she's a white character, and there's nothing, inclining me to go towards her unless it's like a great story, but it's a no from me. Dan Slott, here we go. Return of a celebrity writer. He's joined by Carlos Pacheco and Rachel Stott for Marvel Comics Fantastic Four Reckoning War. Ooh, you know it's serious when they got the war in the title. It's an epic saga over 15 years in the making. 15 years. You remember the Immortal Hulk issue? It might have been 43 when the Thing and the Hulk were talking, and the Thing goes, I just had my bar mitzvah because it's been 13 years that I've been the Thing. When you tell me 15 years have in the making, does that mean 15 years have passed in the Marvel Comics universe? What does Dan Slott know that Al Ewing did not know? The original Secret War of the Marvel Universe has been reignited, and every living being in reality is in danger, for we are finally at our day of reckoning. If this has to do with other alternate universes, it's a no for me. Now, finally, it's Moon Girl. Luna Lafayette and her lovable 20-foot dinosaur are back in Marvel Comics Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. But what shape will their partnership take in this exciting new era? Keep your eyes peeled on the comic for months for news about the next adventure of the biggest brain in the world that will send dino-sized shockwaves throughout the Marvel universe. Let's not pretend that Moon Girls ever send shockwaves throughout the Marvel universe. Will she even show up in the Daredevil story? She's a New Yorker, just like Spidey and Cap were, but you didn't mention her up there. So let's not pretend all of a sudden that she's this high priority character. In 2022, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur will bring back new meaning to the term Marvel Team Up. So that's like the only clue we get to this story. But the team up would be her and the dinosaur. They always team up. We really don't know what's happening here. But it's a Moon Girl story. We don't know if it's limited or it's a full 12 issue thing. If it's even longer. But Moon Girl, she's in the building. I guess that young reader base is going to be sought after one more time. The scholastic sales. That's what this is for. They say they're going to shake your world, but who are we kidding? In I might just look at this. Wolf Warner really wants us to watch this comic book, read this comic book. So let's check out the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur top secret. Now let's rank them in level of interest over these books. Devil's Reign is the most interested that I am in. I might just check out all 5 or 6 issues of this. I'll definitely be looking at the first because they're putting priority on something that was successful, which was the Daredevil run. Even though I was not checking it out, I understand that sales in here were hot. Chip Zdarsky is a great writer. I'm gonna support it. Moon Girl probably second. You know why? It's got a whole lot to do with her skin color. It's got everything to do with her skin color. Second bit of interest. Then I would go, let's say She Hulk. Reckoning War, I'm interested in, but it's also a Dan Slott thing who's a person I'm not interested in checking out. Then there's this faux Jonathan Hickman story because it could still be good. I just have my doubts of how meaningful it'll be. And then both of these, Avengers Forever and Timeless, I perceive these to be inconsequential to Marvel 616. So, pick whichever one I'm least interested in. That's the order I'm interested in them. I'll probably be checking out Daredevil, Moon Girl, for sure. Maybe like a couple of issues from Wolverine. Maybe not. No, I can't do that. I said I wouldn't. They're canceled. There's no more X-Men books I'm going to be picking up until Hickman returns. So it's Inferno or bust for me when it comes to the X-Men. That's Chillmonger. That's the way I perceive these tentpole titles at Marvel. He said there was 8 of them. I guess these count as 2. Yeah, there's been 8 new titles. What do you all think? Which ones are you most interested in? Put in your ranking from 1 to 8 of what you're interested in. You guys may like this Avengers Forever. Jason Aaron may be your favorite writer, and you support this guy to the ends of Earth. If so, you can say so in the comment section. Let's how you guys feel about this whole thing. Chillmonger out.